Yo, what is going on, guys? Hello, hello. Space Cat in the building. What's up? Dawned in the building. Random mishaps as well. Am I coming through? Are we live? Shit, I think we might be live. Oh, we're so fucking live, dude. Goga with a 70 months. We are so alive on a Wednesday afternoon. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. I'm just rearranging my desktop. Sounds like Elwyn Forrest in here, brother. We are Legends of Azeroth. That's what they told me. All right, let's move this over here. Chat. Let's go over here. Minimize Discord. I don't need no distractions today. Inflated chair. What's up, dude? Guys, we are live on both Twitch and YouTube today. And that's fun. Yo, did you catch the short access to Gears E-Day yesterday? Yeah, I saw that they backed down. People bullied them into bringing PvP for the weekend. That's pretty huge. When is the closed alpha live? It starts on the 7th to the 9th. So Friday to what, Sunday? Oh, okay, I definitely overpoured this drink. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, WARDOGS closed alpha. August 7th to August 9th. And I'll be honest, it's really the only thing I'm thinking about. So we're gonna chat a little bit today. We're gonna react to some things. If there's anything you guys want me to watch or check out or whatever, feel free, go put them in the Discord in the React channel. ! Discord if you guys are on Twitch. I don't know if Nightbot would post that in the YouTube chat, but it's discord.gg/BigFryTV. Deadlock has ranked now. I know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Thanks, Fry. Hope you're doing fine, my man. I'm doing great today, bro. Yo, Smile with the 2 months. What's up, brother? Welcome in. Good to see you. Sorry I'm a little bit late today. I got into an impromptu dev chat today with Flo and Chris, and we were chatting about some things. Let's kick it over here. Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Hi. How are you? Welcome in. Cheers. Happy Wednesday. Look at all of us. Look at all of us out here today. Look at the legends in this chat. Void Boy. I see Soulless out here. Alanort, absolute legend in the building. Alanort, how many years have you been following me? A long fucking time, bro. Am I crazy? It's been a while. I've been playing more Rainbow Six since your last stream where you were talking about it. So good. I love it, bro. Love the new setup. Doesn't it look good? Doesn't it look fucking good in this room right now? Chat, we got a little bit of spice rum today. I'm drinking on a Wednesday afternoon. I'm having a little drink with y'all, okay? Relax. I can quit whenever I want. And then we got a little bit of zero sugar Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Yeah, the room is looking slick. It's class to the max in here. Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a wild weekend. I'm so fucking excited for WARDOGS, bro. Cuban, what's up, dude? Did they already send out invites for the WARDOGS playtest? They've been sending them out. Okay, I don't know if you guys, hold on, let me pull this up here. I don't know if you guys follow them on Twitter. I'm going to pull this up, bro. By the way, speaking of Twitter, did y'all see the Perez Hilton shit last night? That was fucking crazy. I haven't heard that guy's name in forever. I see a video of him slicing up his fucking dick with a butter knife. It was crazy shit. Let's kick it over here. So WARDOGS, bro. WARDOGS. This guy, 50 keys to give away. WARDOGS, here's another 750 invites to the closed alpha. This is WARDOGS. Here's another 500 invite. They're giving away so many invites to this alpha. If after this weekend I hear anybody say, oh, they still don't invite me, you ain't looking hard enough, bro. You ain't looking hard enough. You got to get on and get connected. They're giving away so many invites. I don't know if I can say the amount of the numbers. I don't know if that's under embargo or not. But man, it's a lot. It's a lot more than I thought. Listen to people and didn't click on the video. Glad I didn't. You don't want to. It was fucking horrible. I can't believe it was just on my timeline. It was god awful. Crack maxing. Yeah, that brother was, I mean, cracked out of his mind. Join the WARDOGS Discord. Lots of invites there. Yeah, there you go, guys. Get connected. I'm actually really excited to play with a larger player base. I think that's going to be sick. Red in the building. What's up, dude? George. Typical. There's all the playtests when I'm moving houses. Won't be setting on my PC until next week, brother. It's all right. It's not going anywhere. It'll be here soon. Yo, Simplicity. What's up, bro? Is WARDOGS like squad, all real players, or against AI? All real players. All real players. We're men out here, okay? Apparently, Nick is making another game, and already 2.5K people paid him $5 to play it. Here we go again. You're talking about that kid on TikTok, right? Yeah, dude, I've lost all faith in the gaming space. I've lost all faith in the internet. When I saw that he opened up another Patreon and people still backed it, it's one of those things where, dude, I think it's time to move on from being that guy that calls out the bullshit because nothing's going to change. Everybody who backs that game is fucking stupid. Everybody who backs that kid is fucking stupid. But it's their money, and I'm not going to sit like, whatever. If you want to lose your money, like, go ahead and do it. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm here to drink nice drinks, laugh at the world, and play video games. Monster, what's up, dude? I'm over it. Honestly, bro, I lost all faith when I was making those videos, and it was just like, oh, bro, you're bullying a kid. Oh, here's $2,500 a month to like, it's unbelievable. Cheers, guys. Let the dumbasses get scammed. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over caring, you know? Yo, cheers, man. Or as we Germans say, Prost. What's up, Cop Bus? You were the man of the hour last stream, dude. I've already got scammed too much even. Yeah, let the idiots part with their money. It is what it is. You know, is what it is. It's fun. And you know what? At the end of the day, dude, if somebody pays the guy $5 a month, it's $5 a month. You know, like what are we talking about? Frosty, what's up, dude? Just link the game in the React channel. You should play with Fuzzy and the team. Ooh, okay. We'll have a look here in just a sec. Frosty in the building. What's up, dude? He targets kids and kids get easily scammed. Yeah, and that's true, you know? And like, what are you going to do? If they're playing with mom and dad's money, there's nothing you can do. You can only sulk so much. Ultimately, life should be fun and you should enjoy what you do. And that's what it's all about, baby. There's no saving them, but you can educate some. It's true. But you know what, man? I'm tired. I'm tired of it. Tired of educating. It is what it is. Because every time, you know what? And it's here's where I'm at. There's a video we're going to watch today. I'm curious to see how it's going to go. Because let me tell you, I think this game absolutely ruined my view on the gaming community. I'm being straight up. And I don't want to harbor that. I don't want to sit there and go, fuck it. Like, let me tell you, there's a video we're going to watch. I'm curious. The title of it makes me interested. But that one showed me, bro, it doesn't. Yo, by the way, shout out to the Hype Train over on Twitch. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you. Welcome in. Which game? The game we're going to be watching. So a creator posted, or a creator made this, and then somebody posted it in our Discord. Also, I'm getting a DM from who. Next week we'll have some big. Oh, I can't. Oh, wait, I shouldn't be reading this out. Hold on. Oh, I shouldn't be reading that out. Well, hey, a game is doing something next week. That's huge. Cool. Where's my React channel? I'm a professional YouTuber. I do those things. Yeah, I've been doing it for so long, dude. I'm over it. But let me pull up this video. So this is a video. Let's mute it. Let's get into it. This is a video called "The Forever Winner Doesn't Know What It Is." 2 days ago, 16K views. Let me turn this up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This game absolutely killed all faith I had in the gaming community. This one, it was already a tight sever. You know, it was being pulled tight. And dude, when I watched that game launch in the state that it was, and I watched everybody make every single fucking excuse over the moon, excited for a game that played as fucking bad as Forever Winter did, I lost it. I lost it. I lost it. And you know what? I've checked in every now and again, and I'm seeing them put out DLCs for cosmetic packs. Something that 10 years ago, when I started covering early access games, I watched so many people give ARK shit for dropping DLCs for an early access title. That's how I grew up. We shouldn't be dropping DLCs for a game that is still in development. Right? You got to finish the game first. But not this game. This game, for some reason, has every excuse under the sun. It literally made me pull away from covering early access titles because it proves that it doesn't actually matter. So I'm curious. I want to watch this video. This is from hold on. I don't know the YouTuber. This is from a user named Killpo. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of him, but we're going to watch it because it was linked in our Discord.
One here. I've been gone for a bit. I've been finishing my masters, and I just really haven't had time to stream or make videos. But today is the exception, with an issue with the most recent patch to the Forever Winter prompting this. And before we get started, I do want to say this comes from a place of goodwill and intentions. I do want to see this game and WARDOGS succeed, but I think there's an underlying philosophical issue with the developers at play here, and I want to make it known to both the community and the developers, and I will state it plainly at the end of this video.
Okay.
But for now, let's go ahead and talk about what prompted this video in the first place, that being the aggro changes. So the aggro changes. If you haven't played since the most recent patch, you might not understand what this means, so let me break it down. If you shoot any unit on the map, silencer or not, every unit of that faction that is spawned on the map will investigate, and likely aggro to you if they have line of sight.
Now you're just playing it wrong, dude. No, he's just playing it wrong, right? Wait a minute. Wait a doggone second.
Now, if they are fighting other units, this is mostly benign.
Huh?
However, it can quickly spiral out of control and turn firefights into nigh endless ordeals that will likely result in you dying.
No.
For example,
No. I was told that that's not how the game works.
I'm sure most of you are familiar with Mech Trench, a mostly European map with many European units patrolling but not fighting.
It's a fucking joke, dude.
This new system means that a single shot hitting a European alerts every unit in that area to your location, they will investigate.
Okay.
With not too many places to go for you. And not only is this not fun, it's draconian and undermines the pitch fantasy of the game. If the player is so insignificant and unimportant, if they are not that guy, why does every unit betray orders of protecting stockpiles, corridors, patrolling, in order to deal with a threat of a lowly scavenger?
Thank you.
While they ignore fights of the other areas of the map that also include their faction.
Interesting.
And I'm sure you can just imagine how bad night shifts are with this mechanic. So why was this added to the game? Whether it was to reinforce stealth, punish one-shot kills with silencers, or because combat felt too trivial, it doesn't matter. What matters is that it undermines the core fantasy of the game to address a symptom. But now let's take a step back and look at this core fantasy, this original pitch, and break it down into its parts. That's
one thing I've always given them credit for, dude. The environments are fucking beautiful. Like running around here, this looks awesome.
That's right, everyone. Let's say it together now.
Let's see.
You're not that guy.
Right. You're not that guy.
The "you're not that guy" problem has become a meme in the community, often used sarcastically to point out how far the game has deviated from its original premise. But this betrayal of this tagline has parts. things that make this feeling real, starting with the primary way scavengers interact with the world, firearms. And I want you to think for a moment. Reflect on how you play this game, how you interact with the world. You take in the environments, you move, jump, mantle, and sneak through them. You hit E on containers. But when push comes to shove, when you have to do something in the Forever Winter, it's weapons.
Yeah.
It's firearms, it's explosives.
Right.
The vendors you deal with sell you weapons and ammo.
Yep.
They sell you items to deal with enemies using those weapons on you.
Yep.
Passive looting will only get you so far. The game will and does require of you to partake in active violence to progress.
True.
You can look no further than the default loadout. The game demands that you have 2 weapons.
Yep.
There's no utility to slot in their place. You can't be weaponless. It is the sole medium in which you interact with the world.
Yeah.
But this is only the first layer undermining the premise, and I want to make this clear.
Okay.
Even utility items cannot solve our next problem, that being stealth. My take on stealth might garner me some ire, and let me first state my stance and then I will explain.
Okay.
Stealth in this game is a level design issue, full stop. No amount of utility items will make stealth feel good, and the levels do not support the mechanic.
Oh! Vindication! I said that fucking shit the first 10 minutes I played it. What are we doing? We're almost 2 fucking years into it, and the issues that I pointed out are still a problem.
Splinter Cell would not be Splinter Cell
Get
without
the
a myriad of options and
fuck
pass
outta
through a
here.
level. Tarkov wouldn't be Tarkov without the bushes, gullies, clutter, and complex layouts.
Bro, playing E-Day yesterday felt great. I thought it was just the preload yesterday. Could you actually play it? Oh, fuck. Well, maybe WARDOGS is taking up all my time this weekend for the closed alpha, but I do want to get a little bit of Gears in for sure. Yeah, you know what, man? This one killed early access for me. Like, really, like, full stop. I fucking hate this game.
Allow a player to go unnoticed through a map.
I hate it.
There's been a conflation that pretty levels are good levels, and I'm not arguing the maps aren't gorgeous, but they are not designed for the present options for the players or to aid in gameplay
Yo,
mechanics.
Dan, what up, bro? They're fucking terrible.
And I want to elaborate a bit further. And this might seem like a tangent, so bear with me.
Sure.
Fear's AI is not that great. I played it on stream earlier this spring.
Whoa.
However, what is exceptional is Fear's AI within its level design. Monolith.
Bro, let me tell you something about Fear's AI. Fear's AI is good. Some would say great. But what it actually is how the characters are reacting vocally to the things that you're doing as a player. They have a lot of good voice lines. There's a lot of good context clues. That's what makes AI good. It's funny. AI is so hard to do. Good AI is all about tricking the player into thinking they're better than they are. You know what I mean? And Fear did that so fucking well. Yeah.
Did not create the perfect AI in 2005.
Big Brian, remember
made a
Shatterline? Brother, I'd much rather forget. All right.
Thought out scripted AI integrated with their level design in 2005. This might sound pedantic, but it's important. Whether it be AI, or stealth, or shooting, or climbing, or looting, how good or bad it feels is controlled ultimately by the level design and how well you're systemically intertwined.
It's definitely true.
And what we have currently in the Forever Winter isn't it. You have stealth mechanics with no consideration of the game it's in. You have levels with no consideration of the stealth mechanic.
Talk that shit.
You have 2 solid features that do not stand alone.
Talk that shit.
And the cherry on top, the spawning system, making both firearms a necessity and stealth unapproachable. If the layout of the levels is the anvil, the spawning system is the hammer, pounding you relentlessly into nothingness. Ultimately, endless spawns and triggered spawn zones break any level of immersion or logical coherence in the level and feel cheap. And I might just be speaking for myself here, but I would much rather have 30 enemies across a map that feel and are tuned to be adept, lethal, and terrifying that respawn logically, coming in from off-map or clear respawn points, then moving between two areas and having the same enemies respawn because I hit a spawn-despawn trigger. And now I want...
First off, as I would say, I would, like, this is a self-titled thing. I would self-proclaim myself as a third-person shooter connoisseur. What the fuck is this camera angle? I would consider myself a third-person connoisseur. What the fuck is going on with this camera angle? Give me 1 sec, guys. Okay, go away. Thank you. Let me kill this real quick. You're a third-person something, all right? You watch your mouth, K-Jack. What the fuck's going on here?
Same enemies respawn because I hit a spawn-despawn trigger. And now I want to pause for a moment and mention our sponsor for today, Raid. Just kidding. What I really want to mention is how misattribution of player complaints gets turned into problems that continue to undermine the core premise. And you might be thinking, a Raid Shadow Legends joke in 2026? This guy sure is bringing up old shit. And you're right, because I'm raising from the dead the OG of all complaints, the original water system.
Okay.
And I'm not here to say they should have kept the old system. It's gone, and what we have now is better than what it was. However, there was a clear signal and noise mismatch by Fundog. They clearly saw the complaints as people don't want to...
Forever Winter continues to get better, but it never feels like enough for me, which is unfortunate. I mean, the thing about Forever Winter is when you start at the level they did in the fucking state that they did, there's only one way to go but up. You know what I mean?
Hardcore system.
There's only one way to go.
That was the noise, not the signal. The signal was players want a quality of life feature in a game and shouldn't be asked to play on a schedule.
I remember defending this game when it first released, brother. You and probably fucking 15 million other people. Listen. I took a lot of heat for my opinions on this fucking game, but I still stand by them to this day. And it's so funny because every time I look at another creator making content on this game, they're always saying the same fucking shit that I said, but I couldn't say it. They could say it. It's such an interesting little conundrum. And it's so funny. I still have people bring up, oh, you shit on the Forever Winter. Yeah, because it fucking needed it.
Pause
Good
the game and
Lord.
raid. It existing doesn't make the experience more or less hardcore. It just lets the players who are playing a PvE game.
They changed the water system, though, yeah?
Afforded by games that fall under that label. But the real problem here is that void was never filled. The survival element of the game vanished, never to be seen again. Would Project Zomboid feel like Project Zomboid if you never had to eat or drink? Would the joy and tension of early game looting in Zomboid feel so good if that was removed? Removing the IRL timer water drain was necessary. Removing water drain as a whole, removing the notion of you having to keep your innards alive.
Minox, I totally agree.
A vacuum that has never been filled and makes the experience so much less than it could be. And now for the capstone of this section, the ultimate fuck you to the idea of you're not that
Alley
guy.
Cat, welcome in, brother. Thank you for the follow.
We're talking about the abomination of
username
the
Twitch Random. Appreciate you guys.
And lay game as a whole.
I'm going to pause this before we get into the final half of this video. If you guys have Amazon Prime, go over to Twitch, connect your accounts up. You can literally subscribe. It supports the channel and it doesn't cost you anything else if you're already paying for Amazon Prime. Let's see. What's a waiting room for? Are they doing a stream? No. The waiting room is I don't want to play anything else right now. My brain is on Friday. So that's the waiting room. I'm literally here just thinking about playing WARDOGS. We're waiting for the closed alpha. Let's see.
That being, what do you get when your only means of interacting with the world is shooting and all of your systems don't interact? You get a game where power just means bigger boom. That progress just means bigger boom for bigger kill. There's no nuance, no applied learning, no knowledge, just a point-and-click adventure with a bigger gun. And that is the endgame of the Forever Winter currently. A grimdark safari where your reward for sticking it out, their ridiculous grind, is an elephant gun that farms waifu parts. The reward for hours on hours of grind being the game handing you a signed certificate stating that guy.
Yeah.
And now we're on to the grind. Oh, the grind. I've played MMOs, ARPGs. I've once spent 8 hours farming a mob for an amulet. You could say I am well acquainted with the grind. But it's important to note, those long grinds were always horizontal or just barely vertical. Even in games like Classic WoW, you have a choice in what to grind for,
True.
what content to engage with, and there's always other things to do. Perhaps the more
Bro, look how
akin analogy
miserable
here
this
would be
combat
Tarkov,
looks.
with multiple quest lines that overlap on maps multiple times over a wipe.
So bad.
And some of them you could just do passively. You would need to do most of them eventually, but the order would always be a bit haphazard and organic, with your luck each wipe making your progress slower or faster with different traders and different quests. However, in the Foreverwinter, we have content gates, and these inherently aren't good or evil. It's
I miss the good old days with games like SOCOM.
Often these are used to make players display mastery before
What do
the
you
rest
miss
of the
about
next area,
SOCOM? I'm curious.
commonly used in Souls-like games. However, here the use isn't so clear. They feel like time gates more than content gates, each asking you to spend a certain amount of time grinding before you get your next reward, whether that be quests, new dialogue, or the overarching goal of the player to now get their own personal Mother Courage. And this might not feel so bad to people who've been here the whole time, with a single patch asking for 10 hours of grind to get to the next content. But take a step back and think about how that works, how that adds up, how much content was really behind that single time wall. And we're now at a point where it's so bad that the next issue is one of my personal favorites to complain about, that being that new players in the Foreverwinter are fucked. I do not envy new players to this game. I hope you're here for art and art alone.
I mean, bro, this guy he's saying what I fucking said 2 years ago with less swear words. You know what I mean? Like, he's saying the same shit. He's nicer about it, sure, but holy, oh Lord, fuck. I'm just watching the gameplay like this. I don't understand. Like, where's the fun?
Because the gameplay is unforgiving,
Crazy.
the learning curve steep, and
Like,
it's
you're
more about
looking at this
understanding the
fucking
jank.
guy's big old padded elbow. The basics of a third person player controller is just completely lost on this team 2 years later. I can't believe
Forgiving,
it.
the learning curve
I
is
can't
steep,
believe it.
and is more about understanding the jank than mastery, and the progression is slow and tedious. But most importantly of all, it is because you are put in the same situation as the rest of us. Your Tunnel A is my Tunnel A. My Scorched Enclave is your Scorched Enclave. The experience of a new player and a veteran player is almost 100% the same. I just get the benefit of having tons of resources stockpiled up to make my life easier.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The levels do not change as you progress. What you're grinding for will. The game will feel more and more like you're trapped in an art gallery, looking for a key to escape. But the escape is just the next room,
Holy fuck.
filled with the same art, with a key hidden in a different place. And eventually, you will mentally break and start building a doll called Madonna. And you might be thinking, it's early access. I'm sure they can refine the experience.
Sure.
I'm here to tell you that without an underlying philosophical change, they cannot. They avoid complete reworks like the plague. Do not at me in the comments telling me that Water 2.0 and 3.0 were reworks. They were not. They were gutted versions of 1.0 with new content layered on top. That is the model. You can see it with the gun rework currently. Numbers have changed, but the overall experience with guns is largely the same. More of them are viable, which is great, but immediately undermined by the fact that shooting anything, even with a suppressor, is a liability.
Yo,
It's
Whiskey,
like
what up,
every
bro?
change has to be a monkey's paw moment. Changes made to address individual symptoms without looking at the whole. Players just wanted guns to shoot straight, and some of the terrible ones buffed like the VKS. What we got was more damage everywhere, guns that shoot a little straighter, and a ridiculous aggro system. It's the noise and signal problem from earlier, but now weaponized, pun intended. And lastly, my most potentially contentious view of this section, the grind does not justify itself.
No shit.
Much like the proportionality issue in regards to aggro.
Like, dude, look at these guys. Motherfuckers are in a goddamn Congo line, nuts to butts, boys. Let me get caught up in chat. It's so funny, bro. I just miss good old-fashioned arena shooters. There was a comment here I wanted to address from Wrath. Hopefully the industry starts to pivot back to smaller scale shooters. I'm sick of everything having to be some massive map extraction game. Dude, I think that's going to happen. I really do. I shouldn't say I don't think the industry is going to pivot back, but I do think that we're at the cusp of realizing that AAA is so fucking bloated and that gamers are looking for better, unique, fresh experiences. If we're talking about shooters, I really think the market trend right now is modern military and or that arena-based shooter. Like the Battlefield is cool. Battlefield is in a league of its own. The extraction genre, I think for the most part, is saturated to the point where new extraction games coming out now are automatically being written off completely. I don't know if you guys have seen that trend. Just literally look at the comments on my Mistfall Hunters videos. That's not even a shooter, and people are over extraction games in it. But we have Tarkov, we have ABI, we have Delta Force, we have Hunt. Hunger's coming out, which I think is doing something a little bit different, but very rarely are we getting new experiences in that space now. We're getting a lot of games that are doing the same fucking thing, and so they're getting written off instantly, right? And so, like, where do you go? Impulse is an arena shooter, but I feel like people wrote off Impulse because what they're actually wanting from a Titanfall style, like faster paced experience is fucking Titanfall. They want the world of Titanfall. They want the grittiness, the military, the first Titanfall was almost like a Halo adjacent, right? So I think not only are we shifting away from like massive, large scale games, I think people are also really wanting to go back to the days of like gritty modern military. WARDOGS is flying right now because it's built in that. It's not future tech. It's not crazy jump packs. It's just fucking WARDOGS. I think if a Titanfall got announced today and it had the aesthetic of Titanfall 1, it would fucking explode. The hype would be insane. It's just refining what consumers want. Issues lies with gamers. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Origin, good comment. Bellum 2. Yo, did you guys see the announcement from Bellum today on Twitter? Oh, I could go down that rabbit hole so hard. I'm not on the Bellum train. I like Karma. I like what they're doing on a lot of things with their model. The game itself, for me to jump in, it's what did they announce? Oh boy, do we go down this rabbit hole? Do we go down it? Because it's when I saw the announcement, I was just like, oh fuck. That's crazy. Let's go for it, dude. Let's go for it. Let's just talk about it because there's some deep cuts. So okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the tweet because this is what I said under the tweet before we get into it. Just so there's context. Dangle me in by my feet. Okay. So this is what I said, damn, that's a deep cut. And if you don't know, now you know. Bellum announced today that their new community manager is Gooms. Now, most of you guys probably don't know who that is. Some of you probably do. Am I blocked? Okay, I'm not blocked by Gooms. I think I was at one point. Gooms used to be the one who shall not be named, Mr. FTC compliant. Gooms used to be his right hand. They were tied by the dicks. Okay? Gooms used to be FTC compliant's right-hand man. And I'm talking like they were 1 and 2. They were Dr. Evil and fucking Mini-Me. All right? And what's crazy, now, how hold on. Let me pull this up. Fuck it. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Because I'm a bystander.
Welcome to the...
You know what I mean? I'm a bystander in all this. I'm watching it go down. And I know what this announcement is going to, there's going to be a ripple. Let me find it here. Oh God, am I going to be able to find it? There was a post. Oh, dude. There was a post on the Operation Harsh Doorstop Community Hub back in May, and I'm not going to be able to find it now. Oh, fuck, boys. Anyway, there was a post where somebody basically compared Operation Harsh Doorstop to Bellum, and the one who shall not be named was in there defending, obviously, Operation Harsh Doorstop. And there was a huge conversation. I got brought up into it. And in that, the conversation shifted to that he wishes that he didn't teach Karma Cut and me everything that we know about game development. And that all of these other games out here, the Bellums, the fucking shit, is just copying what OHD is doing. You know? I got brought up into it, brother. I got that thread sent to me. I was just like, oh shit. You know what? I know how to find it because I know who sent it to me. I know who sent it to me. And like I said, dude, I'm innocent bystander on all this, bro. I'm just here doing my own thing. And I get this shit sent to me. I gotta open up Discord. Where's my Discord? Because I'll find the thread. Then I can show you guys some context. But so, anyways, long story short, watching this announcement happen with Gooms, I said, bro, that's a deep fucking cut. Right here. That's a deep cut. Is this the thread here? Yeah, this is the thread here. So, all right. Let's pull this up. Let's get into it. Again, deep cut. Let's move me over here. Then we can zoom in a little bit more. Here's the context. So this guy says, this game has no room to exist with Bellum coming out, and even Bellum looks ages ahead of this, and it's been out 3 years. What does Bellum have that Squad or Hell Let Loose don't already have? It's going to be dead on arrival. So, again, this is Blue. They poached one of the lead Squad programmers who was making the game for them. So it's literally just a Squad clone, or at most a mod for Squad. Karma Cut and Barton got some of their rich YouTuber friends to bankroll paying off some of the Squad developers to make a copy of Squad for them, which they realized they could pull off after they sat in the OHD development server for a while and saw how we were working. I think Ryan, Karma Cut, realized that if he did exactly what we were doing but charged a bunch of money for it, him and his YouTuber friends could make millions. So there's some heat in the tactical shooter space between YouTuber projects. There's some heat. This is like the fourth time Ryan, a.k.a. Karma Cut, has done this to me. He used to be in DRK when we did Scenario Sundays. He ran servers. He joined for like 4 months, then told me. So basically, Karma Cut copied everything that OHD was doing. And now, for Karma Cut to announce that Blue Drake's old business partner, right-hand man, and I would say co-owner of Blacksite, I think at one point, don't quote me on that, but they were in cahoots. That's gotta sting. That's gotta fucking sting, bro. Now right here, both the creative director and lead programmer of Bellum were in our development Discord for over a year watching everything we do. They just copied everything that we were doing, put it in Unreal Engine 5, and threw it up for a $100 pre-order with paid skins. This is, keep in mind, this is what he's saying Bellum is doing. So the only other two content creators in the tactical FPS space that have successfully made games both learned how to do it from us. I'm not just saying that. That's what they both told me personally. And he posts 2 images. One of them is from Karma Cut 2024. This is all public. I'm not leaking anything. It's all public. Okay. Then we have this one. This is where I got brought into it. Everything in that video we're already doing since I learned from you. This is the context clipped out of context. I learned everything that I know about game development from Blue Drake, guys. In context to a video he made talking to me about contracts. And in that message, the context that he doesn't put out there is when you're talking about how to sign not bullshit contracts. I watched Blue Drake sign a whole bunch of bullshit contracts and get fucked over and have people in your Discord being fucking idiots. And I learned all of that from him, for sure. Absolutely. I will give him all the credit in the world. I learned what not to do when it comes to allowing public access to a Discord. You know what I mean? Frankie and Frosty taught me so much. Watching them work with Flo, I learned so much from that team. You know? And true, I did learn some stuff from Blue. I don't want to discredit it. I learned not anything to do with engine or, program or anything like that. But what he did teach me is that with enough willpower and enough drive, and I'll never take that away from him, OHD exists because it was concocted in his mind and he had a dream and he went out and built it. So yeah, you could say that I was inspired by that. Absolutely. I'll never take that away from him. But the absolute arrogance of something like that to be said is insane to me. Fry's being nice. He's had too many. I had one. I regret teaching them how to make games and showing them everything we were doing and how we were doing it. It was a mistake to work with them and help them. You didn't help me at all when it comes to actually how to build a project. What are we talking about? But no, so he's mad. Anyway, long story short, to wrap this all up. He's upset that Karma Cut and Bellum is essentially, his words, copying what OHD did. So for Bellum to announce that Gooms is their community manager is fucking crazy to me. Somebody who's
water too.
Fry, tell the truth. Blue Drake literally taught you how to wipe and how to drink water too. Sure. It's fucking crazy to me that announcement goes out today because I'm somebody who I also know the stuff in the background. You know what I mean? That's an interesting post to make. Does that turn you off of Bellum? If I can be honest with you, I drafted like 3 tweets up today with Gooms being involved with Bellum. I'm never going to play the game again. Straight up. Not even gonna give it another shot. Just is what it is. I love Karma Cut. I love Drewski. Those guys are fucking great guys. That's a little too close to the shit that I'm trying to just move away from. You know, dude, I mean, literally, I'm getting sent threads, random shit about Russian bots, but I'm getting brought up in fucking threads 2.5 years after the fact. You know what I mean? I still, you can't get away from it. Yeah, Frosty, yeah, solidified that I'm not interested in Bellum. Yeah, and like, look, it is what it is. There's just too much history there, and I'll be fucked if I'm gonna even have to interact with that person. Just is what it is. I love Karma Cut. Great dude. Love Drewski. But yeah, so I saw that announcement. I was like, oh, fuck. Shit. Anyway, so that was that announcement. Interesting. When you start to, watch all the pieces get put together, it's kind of wild. Doom, thank you for that resub, by the way. 77 months for Doom, ladies and gentlemen. Doom might need to be made a mod. Oh, yeah, wait, yeah, Doom's on a mod. Hold on, I got you, Doom. Sit tight, sit tight, sit tight, sit tight. You need to be a mod. I was about to warn you there 1 sec. There you go. W's in chat for Doom, ladies and gentlemen. That type of Discord image is why I don't trust any image that only contains one reply, zero context. Yeah, no, the context of that conversation is lost on everybody who sees that post. And like, it is what it is. I don't care. I just don't care to even correct like, it is what it is, bro.
The grind does not justify itself.
Excited to play War Dogs? Dude, me too,
proportionality
bro.
issue in regards to aggro. The
Bellum is probably going to be mediocre. I wouldn't even say that, dude. No. It is what it is.
Story is non-existent. There is no overarching story, goal, or cycle to the game. And this point is easily contentious because games do not necessarily need this. A game like Kenshi survives by the sandbox it provides players, but this isn't a sandbox. The game presents itself.
Wait, Frosty, I want to make sure I read this. Goom sat there and made those decisions with Blue for years, total shithead, and the fact they'd bring him in is really slimy and seems like it's just petty revenge at Blue. I actually agree with you. As much as I'm not a fan of Blue and Mr. FTC, I'm not a fan. That felt very targeted. You know? And granted, look, we've all taken shots. We've all done our thing. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, having him be involved, 3 months after that post gets made on the OHD community hub, like, there's some shit going on, and I'm stepping away from that.
To the player as a world.
Tomorrow's gonna be hype. I'm so excited for WARDOGS, bro.
Each day. But do you feel truly like a
survivor, what up, Arctic?
A scavenger, someone who needs the resources to both sustain yourself and your innards, seeing your visits to the surface as a necessity to survive, rather than something you choose to do because your doll needs a new button or an alcoholic?
Frosty, that would be like us bringing Gooms on as a community. Like, it's just too close, Yeah.
Is thirsty. And now for the very last item. The one last thing I have to call out because it bothers the ever-living shit out of me.
What's that?
At what point is a series of homages just a scrapbook of disconnected but tangentially related ideas? The Blam-inspired tunnels, the weapons and attachments ripped from different eras, and the fact that most of these weapons are only used by the player as they aesthetically don't fit with any faction. Listen, I understand how this game came to be.
That seems nitpicky,
I know it's
but
supposed to be a scrapbook, a kit bash, if you will, of different genres. That is precisely its charm and why the art and its premise took off so aggressively.
Is anyone allowed to stream any of the alpha? So this weekend for WARDOGS, guys, no streaming allowed. But if you're a content creator, you can record the game. You just can't post yet. So they have an embargo, but we actually don't have an embargo lift date yet. So whenever they tell us we can put content out, we can put the content out, but we cannot stream this weekend. So yeah, anyone can record. You just can't post yet. It's a little confusing, and I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of NDA breaks this year or this weekend. So yeah,
balance must be so rigorous because there's only so much you can.
Tomorrow is the Ghost Recon stream, 25th anniversary, dude. The podcast episode hasn't come out yet. It's going to be coming out tomorrow. I was talking to Crash, and I was reminiscing, dude. I remember watching and sitting next to my dad. Our house had, we had one PC, like the family PC. And I remember him playing the original Ghost Recon with his friend who had moved away. He was a couple hours away. And they were, at that time, man, they would have been in, their 30s? And he was playing Ghost Recon, dude. That fucking room was full of smoke. My dad was putting, a pack away just playing missions in Ghost Recon. That was my first, introduction to tactical shooters. 25 years later. It's really hard to believe that it's been that long. It's fucking nuts. They want to control the narrative very hard while expanding access as much as possible. I respect it. I respect it too. I just have a feeling people are going to break it because it's a little confusing. My dad was a Medal of Honor guy. My dad was too. When I got my first PC, I remember saving up all summer. I worked at McDonald's, got a fucking job at 14, and I saved up, got a PC. And we played Medal of Honor 1v1s, like just on LAN. He was in one room and I had my PC in my room. And so we would play the first Medal of Honor on PC. We would just do LANs, and then we would do Ghost Recon, like co-op missions. It was fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome.
Ad before the Winter becomes the very thing it felt like it was criticizing with its earliest messaging, just grimdark flavored. Is this game any better than the endless crossovers
Nice,
we see
random.
with
Hell
things
yeah.
like Fortnite, Helldivers, Magic the Gathering, Call of Duty, or so many other things just because we find it appealing, because it's grimdark, or anime, or mecha themed? And my answer is, it isn't ultimately, and takes away from the charm that made the IP so appealing to most of us in the first place, or at least to me. And here we are at the underlying philosophical issue, that this game's failures are not isolated bad decisions. They're symptoms of a studio that treats every system as a lever to pull for the loudest complaint, instead of a piece of one coherent whole. Every fix solves what's in front of them and ignores what else the system was holding up. That's why the game just feels like we're treading water, never getting closer to the shore. And with that, my rant is over. I hope something good can come of this. Thanks for listening. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you later.
Interesting. You know, a good video from somebody who like is legitimate in the community. I don't quite agree with the developer's current approach. I just realized I'm still over here. Hold on. Control Z. Let's move me back over here. Hey guys. The issue, in my opinion, lies in the monthly update cycle. Instead of thoroughly finishing one system, they complete only a third or at best half of the work and then proudly announce, look, we reworked the weapon system. Yet a proper overhaul would require far more time. Yeah, but so, I mean, this sentence, I'm going to zoom in. I know you guys can't really see it, but this fucking sentiment here is insane. A proper overhaul would require far more time, but the problem is a proper overhaul requiring far more time means if they take that time to do it, then the early access crowd gets upset because they're taking too long between updates. It's a lose-lose for developers. You know how you fix that? I don't have my zoom in button here, but I'm going to zoom in. You know how you fix that? You don't launch in the fucking state that you launched in. Duh. That's really the only fucking answer that needs to be said. Maybe you don't launch in a fucking state where every single thing you need to do needs to be overhauled. BattleBit remastered. Fuck me. What are we doing here? We're getting old, bro. I know, man. Hey, listen, we're getting old. I love to play the video because every time I think I'm getting old, I start thinking about WrestleMania 17, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, Limp Bizkit in the background. I start thinking about the glory days of everything, not just games, but everything. We grew up in the best time, in my opinion. I know everybody feels that way, but we grew up in the best time, and I'm happy that we were able to see the peak of everything, dude. I'm happy that I was of the generation that got to experience life before and after the modern technical revolution with cell phones and social media and everything else. I got to experience a childhood where we went outside and played and rode bikes, and you know, we built fucking forts out in the fucking brush, and like we got to experience that. But then I also got to experience peak fucking PlayStation 2, Xbox, 360. Go over to a buddy's house. He had the GameCube, so we got to experience all the good shit. We got to watch that grow, So excited for War Dogs. It's been a long time since I've been so excited for a game like this. Even Battlefield 6 wasn't what it needed to be. Battlefield 6 is hitting a stride. I think Battlefield 6 launched in a good state. I think Battlefield launched in a dope state, and I think if Season 1 had better maps and better content, I think people wouldn't have been as upset. Season 4, great content. Season 5 coming with the server browser, the prox chat, all that. Like, that's great. We're at a time where, like, I think Battlefield's hitting its stride. Fuck Blackwell Fields, dude. Fuck Blackwell Fields. And you know, it's so funny, okay? I'm just you got we're family here, all right? I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. I find it so fucking funny that they flew me out to do the launch. They were super bullish. Everybody I talked to there was super excited. Big Fry. Dude, we're so psyched to meet you, man. We love your content. The minute I make a video talking about how EA sold out to Saudi for blood money, I don't even get a fucking email back. I don't get nothing. Notice how everybody was able to cover the Season 4 update better before it came out? I've been reaching out to their community management since Season 2. Asking, like, you know, what the fuck's going on? 0 responses. As soon as you point out the Saudi deal, my goodness gracious, people start getting a little stingy with shit. You know, you seen? Bro, I don't even think it's seen. I think it goes straight to spam. I still love Battlefield, but holy fuck, man. You cannot push against the machine in that one. We all excited for Saudi Mania next year? I think that's going to be a fucking disaster. I'm literally, if you guys don't know, I'm a wrestling fan. WWE mainly. AEW, I just think it's trash. But bro, I am so sick of them going to Riyadh. I'm so fucking sick of Saudi Arabia. So over it. The crowds are shit. Arabian Night. Yeah, I can't stand it, bro. I'm so fucking over it. The crowds are terrible. The women have to run out looking like Power Rangers because they have to respect their culture. It's fucking annoying, man. Women out here fucking full body suits in the middle of the goddamn desert. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Saudi Mania should have been in like London or something. Yeah, I mean, it would have to be an indoor stadium because it would just rain the whole time. But I wouldn't mind a London show. God forbid they actually put a PLE in Canada that isn't Survivor Series. You know? Morph suits. That's what I'm saying, bro. Imagine the sweat. You got to fucking wrestle in that because they can't imagine a woman showing her arms. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Get me the fuck out of here. I thought wrestling is peak now. Listen, Raw was pretty good. Something cultural insensitivity. Shit. That hits different, Flo. Did you see the Blackwood trailer? Posted in the Discord. We'll have a look. Was it posted in the React channel? Let's see here. There's a couple things here. This is a game called Machine Party. I've heard of that, random. I've looked at that. Excited for Mania this year to be over? Yeah, me too. Yeah. I wore a leather coat and wool beanie in the hot sun today on a grocery run. A family stared at me like I was a psycho. Dude, I feel the same way. So check it. I'm a bigger husky dude, right? There's some days you just want to be comfortable. You just throw on like an oversized hoodie, right? When I see a fucking fat guy walking down the street in a black hoodie in the middle of like 39 degrees Celsius weather, I'm talking like 85, 90 degree. And I can tell the only reason you're doing it is because you just want to be comfortable. Bro, you can't be comfortable. You smell like baloney. You smell like bologna. This is coming from somebody who's there, dude. I know how it feels. Take the fucking hoodie off. Let your bingo arms fly, dude. Bingo! You know what I mean? Let them fly. It's got to be hot in that, man. Now imagine the women in Saudi Arabia having to fucking wrestle in that. Skin tight ass suit. That's crazy, bro. Blackwood official trailer. So I think we're announcing it on the podcast. The next episode of the podcast. By the way, if you guys don't listen to the Push to Talk podcast, it's your premier FPS podcast, hosted by myself and Crash Games. The next episode is going to be a dev interview with Blackwood, a Trito. And hey, that's me over there. Look at that handsome fat fella right there. Drink in hand, dick in the other. Here we go. This is Blackwood.
What the
So if you guys don't know, this is the developers of 0 Hour. This is their next game.
Go! Take cover! Get down!
This game is fucking cool, man.
Save a lecture till we're out of here.
Bro, this game is fucking cool. Ugh. Sick trailer.
Today we wanted to give you a closer look at Blackwood and some of the gameplay systems we've been building. Our last video focused on melee, so this time we're showing more of the game.
Nice.
Just keep in mind everything you're seeing will still receive final polish.
Yep.
Weapon customization is a core part of Blackwood. Every firearm you own is unique, meaning you can keep multiple versions of the same weapon, each built differently.
Dude, I love this
Almost
idea.
Every weapon is modular. And if two weapons are compatible, you can even move parts between them.
I thought you had to be 18
Most
plus
of
to look
these
at
come from the
Blackwood on the
market.
internet. I mean, dude, if you're in the UK, you just have to post a picture of Norman Reedus and you're good to go.
Where you'll also find military variants, illegal modifications, untraceable ammunitions, and even damaged weapons you can rebuild, strip for parts, or sell. Civilian weapons, on the other hand, are purchased online.
Is this a single player story? Okay, so what this game is, yes, it is a single player story, but what the actual gameplay is you run a DVD store by day. The game is set in either 2010 or 2012. You run a DVD store by day. And as you get new movies, you get like kung fu and action movies and stuff. You start to learn the moves from the DVDs that you end up bringing into your store. And then by night, you're like a contract killer. You go out on missions and you're like fucking John Wick. And the moves that you learn from the DVD side of things, the business side, then get transferred into the actual like combat gameplay. It's fucking awesome. It's indie, but it looks so much better than 0 Hour. You can see the 0 Hour influence.
Every weapon is its own item. You can keep an entire collection. Down in the basement, you can display your favorites, organize different builds, and prepare your loadout before the next mission.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Blackwood also has two separate economies. Your DVD store earns clean money for expanding the business,
Yeah.
buying outfits,
That's so sick.
stocking DVDs, and purchasing civilian weapons. Contracts pay dirty money, giving you access to everything that happens underground. Between missions, Anton returns home, where you can relax for a bit, listen to music, or get some sleep.
Done for today.
Resting advances the story and saves your progress. As the story progresses, new missions and gameplay features unlock naturally. Main missions can be replayed at any time, while side missions return with different modifiers like tougher enemies, weapon restrictions, or time limits. Combat is built around commitment. Health is divided into stages, so you can't simply heal back completely after every fight. Takedowns restore some health, rewarding players who know when it's worth getting in close. We've also been experimenting with difficulty. On the highest setting, your ammo count isn't always visible, so Anton will physically check his weapon whenever you need to know how many rounds are left. Movement has also...
By the way, guys, I know it's a crazy concept here, but look at this third-person player controller that actually looks functional and good. Incredible concept, I know.
been a big focus. The faster you're moving, the further Anton dives, letting you reach cover, avoid incoming fire, or launch straight into combat. If you aim during a dive, time briefly slows, giving you a chance to line up your shots.
Little
before
Max
landing.
Payne feel to
The
it, bros.
environment can just be as useful. You can throw objects, kick them into enemies, or use them to create openings and keep fights dynamic. That's a quick look at some of the systems that make up Blackwood. Make sure to wishlist it on Steam. It really helps support the project.
So I don't know if it's still in there, but Transients is a DVD that you can get in the game. Because these guys, we have a bundle with Transients and 0 Hour. They put Transients in the game. I don't know. It was in one of their older trailers, but it's super cool. Yeah, great concept. Listen, I love like business games. I hate that all like the business or store running simulators are all the same like jank, and you get the same NPCs, and it's all just really shit. This is really cool. Funnily enough, I'm way more excited about running a DVD store than I am about the third person shooter. Transient's DVD stat makes you really good at Jam Jam 7. Yeah, he was never really good at Jam Jam 8. Yeah. If this isn't for consoles, I'm going to be seriously fucking pissed, dude. Jabberwock, okay, pull it in. Pull it in, brother. Let me do something. Brother. Buy a fucking PC, dude. It's 2026. What do you do for work? It's 2026, brother. We shouldn't be locked into PlayStation 5s at this point. What are we doing here? You're a grown-ass man. It will not be on consoles. I need you to get out of the stream. I appreciate you being here, but I need you to get out of the stream. You need to go set up a savings account. You need to put like $50 a month into that savings account. What's the math on a year? I'm not good at math. But I mean, bro, there's places where you could get a custom built PC, buying pieces apart at a time, brother, and you can have that shit in a year. And then we're not begging for games to come to consoles. You got to experience greatness just once in your fucking life. I tell you what, if I won the lottery, I would give away like 50 PCs to those in need, those who are stuck in PlayStation Network and Xbox Live. I would. Bad Math TV, watch your fucking mouth. Somebody time out Blackout real quick. Get him out of here. Get a PCN console? Well, listen. Look, I'm blessed. I know not everybody can afford PCs, but I think there's a common misconception that you need to spend like $6,000 on a PC. You don't need a top-end PC for indie games. Absolutely not. If I won the lottery, they would have to play Smite 2 tournaments for the PCs. The moment you get a PC, you will never go back. It's like, what do they say? Once you go black, you never go back. Dog, I need you to get fucked by 64 gigs of long dick RAM. And you will never, ever go back to PS5. You will throw that motherfucker in the closet. It will collect dust, and you will never even think twice about it. And you can play all these games on controller. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. Hey, yo, Babushka, I'm saying, bro, that's like, you need to get fucked by the long dick of a 5090. You'll never go back. And you have access to mods. Oh, I know. If you get like a low-end PC, if you're somebody who just wants to play like Stardew Valley or something, dude, you can play Stardew Valley with the mods. Bro, we're fucking killing it. A lot of them feel like shit on controller because the developers don't bother actually implementing real controller input. Yeah, couldn't be us. You know what I mean? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Transient's one of the best games I'd ever played on a controller. Absolutely. Couldn't be us, bro. Transient's unbelievable feeling on a controller. You know what I mean? Unofficial Hammer, what's up? Just tuning in, so what are we waiting on? We're waiting to play the game later this week. Don't buy a fucking Steam box. Whatever you do, you can build a better PC for cheaper. That's true. Some people don't want to build the PCs, though. It's intimidating. If I could be honest, I was intimidated building my first PC. But once I built it, it was like putting Lego together. It was easy. Booted on the first go. Just saw Blackout say I'm free and some mod deleted the message. Yeah, Blackout's going back in the cell. There were some paperwork issues. He got out a little early. You know, if you check mod chat, it does have something about WARDOGS. Let's see here. Mod chat. Oh yeah, I know about that, Kay, but I can't do anything about it anyway. Some pre-builts are solid options. The thing about the pre-builts, and I agree, solid options. The thing about the pre-builts is they really, really skimp on things like power supplies. You buy a pre-built from like, you know, like a lot of my friends are like, "Well, fucking dude, look at this Walmart PC." And it's like, okay, yeah. Dude, it's got like a fucking 4090. Yeah, that's great. They're going to be cheap parts because that's how they have to do it. So just know, eventually, your power supply is going to have to be replaced, and that's fine. Power supplies are generally pretty cheap. Yeah, and motherboards. Yeah, exactly. Just grow some balls and build it yourself. I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. We're all men here. Fuck are we doing out here? You're intimidated by some screws? What's happening? Well, I can't fit my fat little fingers to get the cables to go. Fuck you. Okay? Just buy a fucking PC. Bro, just go to Micro Center. Yeah, we don't have Micro Centers around here, but yeah. That's why I always try to, like, you know, not everybody can afford one. Not everybody can go to a Micro Center. Right? But, like, when there's a will, there's a way. But, dude, I think in 2027, we got to get away from the console beggars, bro. Consoles are great. But if you're sitting here for years on end just asking under every single company's tweet, like, hey, is this game coming to consoles anytime soon? Brother, you got to start looking elsewhere. Take the time that you spend asking for developers to put games on console and literally go get a PC. Micro Center is a shit. Yeah, we don't have a Micro Center. PC part picker is what I use. Yeah, absolutely. Or I have a buddy who works at a computer shop in town, and he kind of does all my shit. So, yeah, guys. We're excited. We're going to be talking with a Trito M7 on the next episode of the podcast. So that's going to be cool. We're going to be talking about Blackwood and their journey from 0 hour to getting to this point where I would assume that this game is launching into early access sometime soon. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I wish Madison, Wisconsin had a Micro Center. Isn't Madison, Wisconsin a pretty big place and there's not a Micro Center there? That's wild. That's kind of crazy. All right, what are we looking at next here, guys? What are we looking at? Let's go to the React channel. What's that? What else is here? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Jack Frags did do a video on Machine Party. That is right. Let me actually pull this up here, guys. Because it's been a while. Oh God, that's a crazy thumbnail to come back to. It's been a while. Goodbye, Frosty. Well, maybe if this video will play, I don't know. Oh, YouTube doesn't really want to play this right now. What are we doing here? It's been a while. We have to do one. Have you seen the Into the Abyss game? Put it in the React channel, dude. We're reviewing pizzas now, dog. Let's watch it.
All right.
Fuck me. Look at that Miami Vice collar. Where is this place?
Monitor.
Nashua? Is that New Hampshire? Fuck me. Buddy looks like Tommy Vercetti.
Yeah, I like it. Thank you.
Put it this out. All right. We'll do it a little differently. I usually walk out here. Where are you going? You're in it. You're in it. You're gonna do a dual security mic. Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Who's
Oh,
never
security
had
mic, right.
emotional beef in his life. Have you ever had a beef? I mean, I haven't been with me. No, come on. This is just where
Any progression on Vostok? Man, I wish he was still using Unity. I'd love to help out with that AI. I'd code that shit up for free too. I bought it a while back, but the AI was terrible. Aaron, how are you? I'll give you $1,400 for Warfare.
I grew up in North Shore. Okay, I gotta try it.
Frosty, watch your mouth.
This is my first business.
He makes the roast beef and
My first business idea out of college was this. Because they didn't have it in Michigan. I'm like,
First off, your guys' sunship bags are fucking way bigger than ours. That's a whole ass fucking sun in there. Those are huge. Holy shit. I'd be getting these as a grandma's cookies. Looks like some fucking banana loaf in that bitch.
they don't even know what it tastes like. This guy just said he had it in Chicago. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't know. So I made him get one 3-way sauce, mayo, cheese. He's like, it's like Chicago. No. He's also famous. I asked. He's famous for his snack time channel.
All right, snack time. All right, snack time.
All right, snack time.
All right,
Snack time.
All right, snack time.
We're on the water. It's beautiful.
And we're gonna do damage.
So you're gonna take a bite and give it a real score. This is one of my favorite.
Bro, you can take over what I'm doing now. Just give me like 10% of the revenue. You'll have to work that out with MP, baby.
I think a cell phone would be good.
Bro, let me tell you, Aaron, hey, we're doing deals. Bro, I feel like I'm fucking Mr. Wonderful here, okay? We're doing deals right off rip live. Brother, if I can get full ownership of that motherfucker, and I'll split the revenue with you, I'll split the revenue with MP, we'll fucking make something happen, bro. Let me tell you.
See the evolution.
Look how messy it is. I got this thing later and I'll be wearing it.
Bro, we're eating
Yeah,
burgers?
I want your opinion.
All right. So the roast beef is delicious.
Oh, roast beef.
Everything is good about it. There's only one thing that is a drawback for me.
Yep.
I'm
Nice
not
to meet you.
a big mayo guy.
Can you even taste the mayo?
To me, it has a little bit of an overpowering taste of mayo. But otherwise, it's delicious.
I had to go the 3-way on it. I can't taste the mayo at all.
Bro, listen, a roast beef Sammy with mayo would go hard as fuck, but Buddy needs to clean up the beard here, okay? Like, it's dripping. It looks like you just fucking took one. You need to clean it up. It does look good. I'm not a big fan of sesame seed buns. Not a big fan of sesame seed buns. Burger King does them. They're just not great.
30% off.
To me, the only thing that's missing is I thought it'd be warm. It's not warm.
Actually, I just noticed, bro, he's got mayo on one side and it looks like the fucking roast beef sauce on the other. Clean yourself up. My God.
Which it usually is very warm. I mean, it's hot almost. Still great. And I always put a beef. This is a legit beef. This is as good as North Shore beef. Like, maybe not as good. It's a North Shore beef. It's the authentic, real deal.
Brother, that looks like something you need to be 18 plus to see. Jesus Christ.
This is a 20 napkin job.
One napkin, and this is how it looks. You get this. I still put anything in, like, this is an 8-9 beef for me. If you have this, you've had a North Shore beef. The only thing is, I know they made it. It's not, usually it's like piping hot. This one's not. Still great. 8-9. Gio's Pizza. We're in Nashua. I got Mike to have it the first time. I could not put the mayo on for him, but he had to have it 3-way the first time. I sometimes go no mayo.
If you're gonna try, you gotta do it the right way.
You gotta do it the right way, which is the 3-way. All right, there it is. Gio's in Nashua. That's our review.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd fucking destroy that shit. All right.
Ability to fight them and liver problems may occur.
I don't know. Thanks for plugging the snack time.
Yeah, hey.
Was that it? Wait, it wasn't even a fucking pizza review? Well, we got I was about to say, we got gypped here. Giovanni's roast beef. I don't give a fuck about the roast beef, bro. Hold on. One bite. Did I click one bite roast beef reviews, motherfucker? No. Pulling it back up. Where's this place? Milano's House of Pizza in Nashua. Bro, why is this shit lagging? I got too many fucking tabs open. That's the problem. That's the problem, bro. I got too many windows open. All right, here we go. We got scammed. We're watching another one, and then we're going to get back to it.
All right, pizza.
This guy's in a fucking ticket toll booth. What the fuck? What is this place? Also, for those who know, Comet Pizza Brothers. I am sure the Clintons have visited this place a few times.
Time. We're in Nashua, New Hampshire. Let's stay dry. Miserable weather. Milano's. I just happened to see a DM they sent me in town for the book review. Cancel major plans.
I'm sure Bill Clinton frequents this pizza shop.
Like it. I told you I was proud of it. People like it. There you go. One bite, everyone knows the rules. Milano's.
Right.
They got everything. The guy says it's been here 45 years. They just took it over 2 months ago. He was very excited to show me the mural.
My local
like
sandwich shop
Teenage
has
Mutant Ninja
brisket
Turtles.
sandwiches.
Very
All right.
underwhelming.
I don't even know what the fuck he's saying. I'm sending you on a mission. Carito, if you're in our Discord, I need you to go to that sandwich shop. I need you to get a brisket Sandy. And I need you to take a picture of it in its best light, of course, and then put it in our Discord. I want to see. And then we'll judge it on the next stream.
Put this thing on.
All right.
Milano's. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah.
The Mutant Ninja? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I can't hear that.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That's what I'm looking at. Got it. It's underwhelming. Here we go.
What are we talking about?
Ish. It's what it looked like when he sent me. This looks New York style.
New York.
They got a bar on the other side.
The fucking crust looks doughy.
This looks like a pretty classic New York slice here. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Milano's Nashua. Oh.
7-3.
Top of my mouth. Right before the book tour.
I'm gonna say
Right
6-8.
before I talk. I'm gonna have fucking hamburger helper top of the mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 6-8.
Pretty good. Maybe a one napkin hit, but I'll go 7-4.
Oh,
I think it was pretty
7-4,
good.
bro. The scales are
Down
skewed.
in the middle of row pizza. So
Dave floats his
Milano's-
scores now, bro. That's a 6-8 4 years ago. Holy fuck.
Nashua, New Hampshire.
It's crazy.
7-4.
7-4.
My mouth is burned. I'm in agony.
He burnt his mouth. It's a one napkin dab to get the grease off. The fucking crust is doughy. I didn't hear no crunch. 7-4 is nuts, bro. What are we doing? Stop with the food on a diet and is making me very hungry. Hey, Junaid Karim. Damn, that's... Wait, where are you from, Karim? That's a name. Junaid. Junaid Karim. My name is Junaid Karim. It's a fucking name, bro. Is that joint Comet Ping? That's what I'm saying, bro. We got the little swirly swirls. My name is Junaid Karim. I'm from Bangladesh. Damn. Yeah, we got the swirly swirls, brother. Hey, Chugsy knows. Hey, Chugsy in chat, he knows. It's a man of class and honor right there. He understands what to avoid. Sheesh. Anyway, that's a pedophile symbol for those who don't know. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. I did, though. You see the swirly swirls? That means you stay the fuck away from it, all right? You stay the fuck away from that place. You see those swirls anywhere? You stay away. The stream's going to take a turn when I get banned in a little bit. What you sipping on? We got a little bit of spice rum and sugar-free Dr. Pepper Blackberry. All right, what is this? This is The Path into the Abyss. Bro, wait, hold on. These guys have 35,000 subscribers on YouTube. This devlog 4 months ago, 16K views. What the hell is this? This was linked by Inflated Share. Have we seen this before? This fucking looks familiar to me. Bro, the fuck you sipping like that for? I thought that was scorching your mouth the way you took that baby sip. Dude, sometimes you just need a little bit of a tip tap on your tongue. What are you talking about? What, do you want me to chug the fucking thing back? I'm sipping on it. I'm making love to it, okay? It's doing a little ballet dance. All right? All right, let's watch this.
Hola, hi, bienvenidos and welcome a un nuevo update de The Path into the Abyss, el camino hacia el abismo. Hoy voy a probar cambiar el formato del devlog.
My man sipping like he was just diagnosed with something and they said no more sugar. Hey, brother, at least I don't... you probably drink Gatorade like a fucking hamster, like a nipple. The fuck out of here.
Más relajado y no tan dialogado.
What are we talking about?
Por una cuestiones de tiempo y porque he notado que últimamente me ha costado más tener el tiempo para poder...
I don't know what the fuck that guy just said. You're probably one of those guys that you're drinking Gatorade and then you pull it away to try to make the trick shot so it reminds you of someone pissing in your mouth. Don't be fucking talking to me.
Probar cambiar el formato.
All right, hold on. I missed all this shit. Let's pull this back.
Hola, hi, bienvenidos and welcome.
Welcome
a
to the
un
new
nuevo
update
de The Path into the Abyss,
Okay.
el camino hacia el abismo. Hoy voy a probar cambiar el formato.
I'm going to try changing the devlog format a
y
bit.
ir a algo más relajado.
Go for something a bit more
y
relaxed,
no
okay.
tan dialogado.
Yo, username
por
Twitch, what up, bro?
cuestiones de tiempo y porque he notado que últimamente me ha costado más tener el tiempo para poder desarrollar el proyecto y a la vez hacer estos devlogs. Así que voy a simplificar el formato de los devlogs, probablemente sacarlos más como videos updates sin narración, imágenes y un poco de contexto de las cosas que se actualizan. Y dejaré los devlogs grandes narrados para cuando haya actualizaciones más importantes o
They're from Argentina?
noticias más relevantes también. Pero
You're a Crown Royal
quiero
sipper?
tomarme
Okay,
el tiempo
respect.
para agradecer a toda la gente que ya se ha acercado a probar la demo pre-alfa de The Path into the Abyss y de esa forma recolectar tan buen feedback y repercusiones.
Bro, I feel like I'm watching a fucking documentary on Narcos or some shit. What are we doing here?
Y la difusión que ha tenido en estos meses. Me he quedado muy satisfecho y estoy muy complacido.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this guy's fucking... Like, I'm already over it. I am already over it. Hey, almost reached 200,000 wish lists on Steam is pretty crazy, though.
Quiero anunciar de que hemos juntado casi 200,000 wishlists en Steam y a la vez hemos entrado en el top 500, estando actualmente en el puesto 340
That's pretty good.
de los juegos más deseados.
The Path into the Abyss. That's pretty fucking good. Los más esperados. Juegos argentinos esperados. Mundial Steam. God damn.
En el top mundial de Steam. Así que me parece que siendo un logro de un proyecto que viene tan de forma independiente, tan de abajo, es un montón y quedo agradecido por la repercusión y el soporte que toda la gente que viene siguiendo el proyecto le ha dado.
I drink Lysol and 7-Up like a true chug. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I fucking believe that. Yeah. When I'm out, it's hand sanitizer all the way, baby. Yeah, I believe that. I can just tell by the way you're talking. Yeah.
Y la nueva audiencia que se ha sumado a seguir el proyecto.
Okay, holy fucking shit. You might as well put a campfire up here. What is this game? Yo, E-Jets, what up, bro? My boy grabbed some Crown Apples, dope. Okay. All right. I like what I'm seeing. Argentinian stalker with bigger monsters. Okay. All right. Damn, 200,000 wish list is nutty. Did you update WARDOGS today? No. Do I need to? Oh, that looks cool. Is there like a preload for WARDOGS or what's going on? I had some Miller Lite. Nothing wrong with a little. I'm like a Miller Genuine Draft guy, you know. This looks good. I hope and pray that this isn't a game where the weapons and the animations look fucking great, but there's absolutely nothing else under the surface. Okay. You can preload it? Okay, bet. I would have liked to see the actual map be on the map. I think that would be pretty cool. Like this is the map. Is it the same map at all? I don't think so. That would be fucking cool though. It just like, yeah, it's cool that it opens up into that, but I would like to see the actual map be on the paper. That'd be fucking sick. These types of things just simply don't matter to me. I'm so over early footage and devlogs. I just don't care. It means nothing until it's out. No, I agree. I agree. And you know what, man? It's crazy because like my channel has been built on covering games and updates and stuff like that. I genuinely do not give a fuck about 95% of this shit until it comes out at this point. I've been burned so many times. We've had games come out, the Dead Matters, the fucking, you know, the Dead Matter. I can't even say the Earth 2. Okay, don't lick me. Watch your mouth. But like we've just had so many games come and go like really, really quickly that it's just kind of, I'm just like overdoing it a million fucking times. I don't think like, granted, these guys have 200,000 wish lists. That's incredible. I don't think I'm ever going to do devlog stuff like this ever again. Like what we did for Transients. Never again. I want to, when I announce something at this point, like it's going to be when we announce it, it's out. Or like you can play it, buy it, fucking get into it. You know what I mean? Calling the stream waiting room. I thought I was about to drop. No, I'm sorry. Listen, listen, guys. There's nothing dropping for WARDOGS. There's something that, like, obviously closed alpha's happening this weekend. That's what I'm waiting for at this point. That's what the title means. I'm sorry. I don't want to clickbait you. It's just we're waiting for WARDOGS. You know, your Transients ones were actually done really well, but yeah, the effort to payoff ratio, just don't see it. I don't know, man. Like, we were caught up in the whole, like, let's get a bunch of wish lists, and granted, we did do pretty well. I don't know. I just don't care. Like, this stuff is really cool. Was making a demo worth it? Absolutely. That demo, at the time, I think it really showed the boys what it's going to be like when we get to launch, at a smaller scale, of course. But the amount of downloads that demo got is about to potentially pay off dividends for future projects. Because when we're talking about like analytics and data, we can point to, hey, we sold this many copies, but in our earlier days, we also released a demo that had this many downloads to it, which is another thing that people are looking for certain things. So yeah, the demo is paying off for sure. It was great. I'm glad we did it. Yo, Fry, what do you think about the Arc Raiders drama? Apparently they were running an easy anti-cheat that was made for a fishing game. What? What does that even mean? Do wishlists translate to sales as much? Because most people wait for insert favorite streamer to cover it. I mean, I wouldn't say most people. Oh, you don't know? Yeah, no, I have no fucking clue. The thing about wish lists is Steam will look at, okay, you have 10,000 wish lists. They're going to look at that and go, okay, we're going to put you in more places on the store when you launch because there's clearly interest, and we might be able to get some more sales if we put you in people's discovery queues, or we might put you, you know, here on the store under new releases, or different genres they might, you know. So if you have bigger wish lists, you have the potential to be seen by more eyes when you do launch. So that's good. I use my wish list when they go on sale. I get notified. It's a nice feature. Yeah, E-Jets is in the vast majority of people. Most people don't wait for their favorite streamers to cover a game. Most people wait for games to go on sale. I would say like a majority of Steam users never buy games at full price. They wait for a sale. If that game is $5 and it just launched, they won't buy it. But if that game launches and it goes to a 50% discount and now it's $250, way more of that wish list number is going to be enticed to buy it. That was some advice that we got early on because I really wanted to shoot for that $10 to $15 price tag. And what people told me from the industry is that if you bump it up just a little bit, it gives you a little bit more breathing room for you to actually do those sales, because that's where people actually buy the games anyway. So you'll get them at that $10 to $15 price tag because they're never going to buy the game at all, but it gives you the breathing room. Whereas if we launched at $9.99, our breathing room goes, okay, if we're doing a 50% off sale, we're making $5 and the split is, you know, 30% to Steam. Your investors get the split. Then you got to pay taxes and you're making fuck all. So I would say if there's any indie devs out there and you're releasing a game, just keep that in mind. Even if you think you're being fair with the price, most people do not care. So, yo, what up, Jay? Yeah, exactly, Reg. Yeah, so wish lists are huge. Like, I guarantee you when this game launches, it's going to be all over the fucking store. You're going to have it in people's discovery queues. It's going to be under new releases. It's going to be under, you know, top trending, like, survival, top trending FPS. It's going to be everywhere. 200,000 wish list is fucking insane. Yeah, no, our analytics just show that, like, the game when it goes on sale sells so many more copies than when it's full price. So even if you can bump it up an extra $5, because the thing about people pricing is if it's an extra $5, you're gonna have the people say, the game should be blah 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 50% cheap or whatever. Well, then just get it on a sale, and that's really the only thing you can say to them, you know. This game is the path into the abyss. What's the progression in enemies in this game? I have no idea, brother. I've watched a guy reload in the rain and shoot at a fucking truck. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I got no clue. Oh, nice. We get the bullet pen lines through materials. Love it. Great shit. Wow! Nobody's ever done that. I linked the wrong devlog? Oh. Okay. Can I tell you that I think you ruined the game for me because I don't give a fuck to watch another one. Maybe I am an asshole. I don't know. I just don't care to watch another one. What's WARDOGS? Ace, are you being serious? I meant to do the one on the AI systems. Well, fucking rip, dude. Is there going to be a playtest or something for WARDOGS? Closed alpha is happening this weekend, starting on Friday. Starting on Friday, closed alpha, baby. Oh, shit. Nice, dude. Chat. The brand refresh is done. Oh, boy, it looks good. War what? Ace, you don't know what WARDOGS is, dude? Wait, Ace. What? Ace, you don't know what WARDOGS is? I hate to be that guy, but man. WARDOGS. WARDOGS. That's crazy, bro. I got you. Sit tight, baby girl. I'm about to blow your fucking mind. I'm about to blow your mind. Hashtag ad. Whoa, 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 whoa. I am not being paid for this. This is absolutely FTC compliant. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag not an ad. When do the WARDOG servers go online? Yeah, I don't know. Yo, slack off. Talk to you later, bro. Thanks for dropping by, man. But you have a personal relationship with people at the studio? They tell me some things.
All right, I'm good.
Straight ahead of me. Straight ahead of me.
Come on. I've got defib. I've got defib.
It's not an extraction shooter.
Blow it.
100 players, tactical. All out warfare.
Oh, shit.
Sandbox 2x2 kilometer squared war zone. That's WARDOGS in a nutshell. I've released multiple videos on the game. We interviewed them on the podcast, Push to Talk podcast, by the way. If you guys can, give us a 5-star review on Spotify. That would be fucking great. So how much like Arma or Squad is this? Did you get invited to the playtest? I will be in the playtest. Abso-fucking-lutely. So 33.33 players per team. Yeah, so one of them... I was about to say some shit. I can't say that. I will get banned for stuff like that. Maybe not banned, but I just think it would leave a bad taste in people's mouths. We can't say that. We can't say that. That would have been funny, though. So, yeah, there was a video they did. Game mode explained. There was a video they did where they talked about where this game lies. I think it might be this video. Where this game lies in the market. Is it this one?
Will there be a cash shop and ways to buy in-game money with real money? Fuck no.
Here we go.
Going to be an arcade shooter
So for the question, is this like Arma or Squad? Here.
like Battlefield and Call of Duty, or is it going to be more like a realistic shooter like Tarkov, Squad, and Arma Reforger? It's somewhere in the middle. Everyone's trying to label it as it's this plus this, or it's that meets that. It's kind of its own thing.
There is certainly an element of arcade, how the game feels, how it's responsive, how it's fluid, how it's reactive, and potentially something like the UI, how it kind of shows as the kill has happened. We don't want you to be fighting the game when you're playing, but for the general gameplay, realism is the way that we lean.
Progression system.
Okay, that wasn't the actual thing. But basically how they said it is it lines itself in between like a Battlefield and Squad. How big are the maps? Are they as big as Arma 3 King of the Hill? Big enough to allow maneuvering in the AO? Oh, yeah. So the map is whatever the map is. I can't remember. But the actual war zone, I believe they've said, is a 2x2 kilometer circle. And then that changes every game. Every server's different. It's massive. It's fucking huge. But yeah, if you've played Arma 3 King of the Hill, you kind of you know what you're looking at here. Man, yeah, where was that video? I can't remember. Tactical depth and gameplay, pre-alpha gameplay, addressing feedback. Bro, I don't know if I'm going to be able to say it. Here's the pre-alpha announcement. Maybe it's in this. I don't know. WARDOGS.
WARDOGS is a tactical all-out warfare FPS where 100 players split across 3 teams fight over one control zone to earn themselves cash.
What makes WARDOGS unique is its underlying persistent economy. Every life...
Bro, I gotta say, Howard Philpott, bro, he's an intense dude. Like, when he starts talking and he's like leaning for, he's like, WARDOGS, it's a fucking all-out war. He's
makes WARDOGS unique is its underlying persistent economy. Every life you spend in-game cash,
That is a
building your own
savage.
custom loadout, purchasing whatever equipment you want to suit your playstyle.
You then earn cash by performing any team play action in the zone, such as spotting and killing enemies, reviving and healing teammates, driving or piloting friends to the control zone, or building bases and even resupplying and selling items to other players. Anything that helps your team win earns you cash, with profits from every game banked into your account to spend in your next match or next time you play.
Investing in better equipment is risky, but the right choice at the right time can yield massive returns.
With its unique cash system, 100 players fighting across 3 teams, destruction, base building, playstyle freedom, with unlimited squad sizes and proximity chat.
46 Northeast.
WARDOGS is a new twist on the FPS genre made for people like us who are tired of seeing AAA Battle Royale and extraction shooter clones.
Straight up, WARDOGS isn't a game made for everyone. Instead, it's a grounded, hardcore shooter that doesn't forget it's a game. We're making what we want to make and play with FPS players that get what we're trying to do.
WARDOGS is coming to early access later this year, and we're opening our closed pre-alpha testing to new players this month, which you can sign up for right now. This is the new face of tactical all-out warfare. This is WARDOGS.
WARDOGS. Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm excited. Closed alpha is starting this Friday. Friday through Sunday, the 7th to the 9th. And I'm pumped. I'm fucking ready for it. I'm ready for something different, dude. By the way, guys, if you're over on YouTube, leave a like on the stream. Appreciate you guys coming through. Damn, we have 117 people over there. Hello. How we doing? That's crazy. This is hot dogs. Oh shit, yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I've been waiting for a while. I played it a few times, like in their whatever pre-alpha testing and shit like that, and it's cool. I'm excited to see what the general public is now gonna say about the game, because now they can actually talk about it. Only like when kiss? You fucking degenerate. Subscription for the game could be announced. Yeah, okay. Can somebody catch me up on this subscription shit? I saw there were people pissed off because Joe was floating the idea around of a subscription or something. Can somebody give me some context on that? This is hot dog flavored water. Yeah, what did I miss about that? What made you want to switch up the backdrop? A lot of things, dude. A lot of things. I fell out of love with my nano leafs, but it's part of a bigger process of updating the brand. We're moving away from the mascot logo. I actually got all of the graphics and stuff done today. Shout out to Redbeard, who was helping me work, and then shout out to Fusey for all of the animated stuff. We're refreshing everything, dude. I'm cleaning up. I'm cleaning up a lot of things. I'm excited. Got my invite. Nice. Good to see you, Big Fry. Haven't tuned in since the H-hour days. Since the fucking H-hour days. Buddy, what have you been up to? That was like 15 years ago. Since the H-hour, brother, we were toddlers back then in comparison. That's a whole lifetime ago. Is that the Westfall theme? Yeah, no, this is Elwyn Forest. But you're close. You would hear this going in. Actually, wait, was Westfall the same as Elwyn Forest? Hold on a second. Let me see. Westfall. Westfall wasn't the same, no. It's got the same melodies, though. I like the fry, bro. Yeah, no, we're moving away from it, bro. Yeah, it's close. Maker's Mark in the background, your favorite. Oh, wait, hold on. No, you're right. It's different, but it's the same. You know, I like me some Maker's Mark. The last time I had a bottle of Maker's Mark, I cracked that seal for a very, very, very special occasion. And so I'm sitting here drinking, you know, some Captain Morgan spiced, and I have this Maker's Mark sitting in the background, and it's got the nice wax seal. And I'm gonna crack this at a specific moment in time, hopefully later this year. I'm waiting for a couple of very specific moments in my life. And the day I crack the Maker's Mark, we're all gonna have a fucking drink together. So it's sitting up there, and it's like a ticking time bomb. I'm very excited for that. There's a couple things going on that when I can talk about it and announce it, we'll crack that fucking bottle and have a little drinky poo. Yeah, dude, I love me some World of Warcraft music, bro. See y'all Friday? Yeah, I wish I could stream it, dude. I really do. I would be all over that shit. As soon as we're oh, hi. Got a little kitty here. Hi. Hi, Raven. Oh. You looking for butt pats or cuddles? What do you want? What you want? Huh? Hi. Yeah. Oh, yes. What are some of the next big moves you'll be taking career-wise? Can't talk about it yet, but we're making moves. We're putting some plans down. Hi. Yeah. What do you want? Look at this cutie. It's dope that they lifted the NDA somewhat. Yeah, it's true. What do you want? What? Want some cuddles? Okay. Since we're getting all nice and cozy, why don't you throw up some next project stuff? Shut up. I can't. Flo would kill me. No, I can't. What did you think of the whole live stream debacle? Are you talking about WARDOGS? I think they faked it. I think they got banned on purpose. I think it was a marketing stunt. Not that I'm mad at it. You got to do what you got to do, I guess. But yeah, I think the whole ban was fake. Hi. Recommend Lucky Sod and Shanky's Whip. I've never heard of that. Am I the only one wondering why they didn't cap the player count to 99? One team is cheating. No, so the reason is what they say. So I think the one thing that people don't realize, yeah, what up, Shane, by the way? The one thing that people don't realize is winning the game is like tertiary to what your goal is. No hints? Oh, dude. The only hint I can give you is I'm feeling really, really good about things. But so the problem is, the reason why I don't want to talk about it is A, I don't want to repeat the same things that we did with Transients and just talking about it way too early and just doing that. But B, we're still waiting on potential funding options. And so right now we're prototyping, we're having a good time, we're building out what we need to build out, and it's coming together very well. But if we don't get the funding that we're looking for to build it, then what I'll do when I tell people, you guys will get excited, and then we don't get the funding, and then, you know, it's like a fart in the wind, and that sucks. So we're keeping cards close to the chest. But yeah, so winning the game in WARDOGS is like tertiary, because what they say is there's going to be people jumping in and out all the time. Even though you're right, it's 100 players, it doesn't ever feel like it because there's going to be people back at base. It's not like you're playing Battlefield where everybody is always in this shit. And then there's going to be people jumping in and out of the servers and all that shit. So. And yeah, marketing too. 100 players sounds better than 99. Yeah, that's true. WARDOGS will crush everything. Performance will be better than example Arma. It's a perfect mix of casual and hardcore gameplay. Yeah, I can agree. I say that, but like I also feel like it's potentially putting them in a little bit of a scary situation, because you're going to have the Arma crowd because they come from Arma King of the Hill. You're going to have the Battlefield crowd because it looks like a Battlefield game in all of their marketing. You're going to have the squad crowd, and all three of those crowds are going to want a different experience based on the level of realism that they are used to with the games that they play. And so the one thing that I've actually really enjoyed them talk about is like they like feedback. They'll take feedback into account, but they're also not going to behold themselves to the community to like, they're going to build it alongside us, but their vision is more important than making everybody happy. And I think if they can stick to that, and that's what more developers need to do. I can't stand the bullshit like kumbaya, we're going to build this game together. You need to have a vision, and your team needs to be behind that vision 100%. So, oh my goodness, you are loving the scritches, aren't you? You want to go outside, I know. She's so cute. No, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Yeah, it's cool. Infusion Engine is way more optimized than UE5, bro. There's no way it will perform better. I mean, it performs pretty well. I think that's going to be a big hurdle that they're going to have to get over is they're letting in so many people now. And there's going to be so many people with lower end systems. And so I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. Hi. Oh my God. She's just looking at me with so much love. Who the fuck cares if it performs better? As long as it runs okay, they'll be good. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. If it runs good, like, well, fuck it. Who cares? Now, if it runs like a fucking piece of shit, then you know, then we have a problem. But yeah, it just needs to perform well. I don't care if the Infusion Engine can give me 5 or 10 more frames. Am I able to perform? Am I able to play well with the performance that we're getting? If we are, then great. Why is it still NDA? Have they said? I mean, it's probably still NDA because the game is still in active development. Things are set to change. And if I can be honest with you, watching the community freak out over the kill cam would be enough to make me just completely shy away from that. Oh my God, there's a kill cam. The fucking game is dying. The fucking devs are turning their backs on us. Like the amount of fucking crying that people did over the kill cam without ever playing the game, without ever feeling what it, you know what I mean? That would make me just be like, yeah, we're going to keep this shit under lock and key until we're actually ready to show it. Watching the community cry over the NDA existing is incredible. Well, and then on top, it's a lose-lose. Again, it's a lose-lose. Because if they lifted the NDA over this is keep in mind, guys, this is a huge scale test. Like, I think, well, for me, it's a bigger number than I thought it was going to be. And so they want to make sure that it's right, and it's also not out yet, you know? Insurgency Sandstorm death cam all over again. I don't remember the death cam. I got a code, and let's just say I'm fucking pumped, hoping this is something great. Let's go WARDOGS. I'm hoping and praying for him. The death cam is fine. You don't want people to see it. Go grind for the ghillie suit. Go grind for the ghillie suit, or fuck off to hardcore servers if that's what you want. The problem is the hardcore servers are probably not going to be tied to the economy. So that's going to be a complaint people are going to have. It's going to be a fucking shit show. I really feel for the devs, because I think this game is getting a lot bigger than they expected it to be. And they're going to have to deal with that. And that's going to be that's going to be annoying. As a COD 2, and COD 4 veteran, the old kill cams were great. There will always be people who complain no matter what. Yeah, but it's exponentially on a much higher scale going into a game launch like this. This game is huge. There's so many people looking forward to this. I wouldn't be surprised if they passed over 1 million wish lists before launch. That's crazy. First few months are really going to suck. People are going to be exploiting the fuck out of that economy. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. Like they said, it's not for everyone. Yeah, that doesn't matter to people. The one thing I learned from transients is you can say whatever the fuck you want, and it does not matter. Yo, what up, Wags? What's up, dude? It does not matter to people. You can tell them exactly what the game is, everything. You can lay it down in excruciating detail, and it will not matter. You can't control that narrative, especially when you get to that size where there's so many people. Will it be a repeat of Battalion? I'm sure these guys don't want it to, which is why they're taking their dear sweet, which I don't mind. Like, obviously, I want it to be out, but I'm not going to hold it against them for not wanting to make a repeat, because I think what we have to realize, if this launch goes south and WARDOGS ends up like World War III, that studio's dead. There's so much pressure. So yeah, oh God, there's an NDA. Oh, well, yeah, you know, maybe they're trying to make sure that things go right, for fuck's sakes, you know? God forbid we have a studio that actually cares. You can't have that, you know? They are in it, risky move, but it could be the game, bro. Well, and the thing is when you hear the story that they told us on our podcast about how they fought to get the rights back, and like they now own it, and they're partnering up with a subsidiary of Team 17 to make it, like, it's crazy. Of course they're gonna fucking, you know, do their best to put their best foot forward. Like, of course. Plus, all that this game is a killer of this and that game really affects people and everyone, they go in blindly. The one thing that pisses me off about that is everybody shit on World War III because World War III was supposedly the battlefield killer. But it's not like World War III came out and said they're here to kill Battlefield. It's not like World War III came out and said any of that. That was all, and I hate it because I'm a part of it too, but I've never come out and said that World War III was going to kill Battlefield. A lot of YouTubers did. This is the Battlefield killer. And what that does is it creates a narrative that this game is going to be better than Battlefield. And I think what people got to realize is very rarely do you have an indie game that is better than a machine with millions and millions of dollars, you know? World War III did take that original Battlefield 5 release date, though. I agree with that. That was a mistake on their part. I can agree with that. By the nature of the game, it was a Battlefield competition, but the killer thing don't even make sense. It's just clickbait shit. That's all it is. There was space for both, but it just died out, bro. I mean, yeah, there was space for World War III in the market. I think there still is. You know what's crazy is I think there still is a space for World War III. Not in the current state that it's in like the current like design, but I still think there's a spot for it. They just fucked up completely, you know? I don't give a fuck. Inject WARDOGS into my veins now. It's so crazy, Vector. You're going down? Okay, bye. There's so many people. Every FPS video that I do now, the comments are just, I don't give a fuck about this game. Give me WARDOGS. I don't care about this. I'm just waiting for WARDOGS. It's insane. That scares me. That scares me on their behalf. Because I watch people fucking hype up Gray Zone Warfare at launch as the second coming of Christ. And then when I played it, you know, I think it might have launched a little too early. And I remember saying that. It doesn't matter. No, fuck, man. You know, you should just count your lucky stars that you were able to play it early. That's what they said. And then that game launched, and I think everybody realized that maybe it fucking launched a little too early. But I have played WARDOGS. I do like it. I'm excited for it. But that being said, I've only experienced WARDOGS in very small doses. So when WARDOGS comes out and we get to see the full brunt of the community going in and, like Frosty pointed out, exploiting shit, figuring out metas, we're gonna see so many YouTubers do the is your gameplay in WARDOGS looking like this? Here's the meta build for blah, 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 and it's gonna be fucking guides on how to I earned $10,000 in a single life. Here's how I did it. Leave a like on the video. It's gonna be all that fucking bullshit. And then it's just, you know, it's gonna get way out of hand. I just hope that it goes well. What's the main thing about WARDOGS that does have you a bit worried? It's the balancing of the economy. The balancing of the economy is going to be the biggest hurdle that they have to get over. Because what's going to happen when I've played the game, what I found the easiest way to make money in the game. You know what? Let me pull up Paint. The easiest way to make money in the game that I have found, that is, I say easiest as in like it's as risk-free as possible. So you have your 3 bases, right? And then in the middle of the zone, or in the middle, is the battle zone, okay? So this is where all the shit's going on. So if you spawn at your base, one vehicle that you can purchase is a spawner. Yo, Brandon, what up, bro? You can purchase essentially like a spawn vehicle. So what you do is you drive the spawn vehicle, you find a little bridge to just park it under on the corner, and you leave your truck there. Now what happens is, here, people can go to a computer terminal, and they can choose to spawn on vehicles that are inside the base. Or inside the zone. You make money every time somebody spawns on that truck. And if you can find a good enough cheesable spot to put that vehicle in there, bro, you're racking fucking. Your team needs to have a certain amount of points before you can spawn the spawner. Still, if you can get a vehicle there, you can start racking fucking cash from people. I've been watching you and buying these games for a while. These games almost always fail, especially those that get too much hype. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about the level of hype. You just need to go lie down in the zone. That's true too. And then yeah, I'm nervous about the amount of hype, because what we're gonna have. So you know, you break it down. They're sitting. They're probably well over 1,000 or 1 million wish lists. They have 750,000 wish lists, okay? Of that 750,000 wish lists, I think there's going to be 10% of people that don't have a single fucking idea what the game is. They're seeing their friends look at it. They're getting excited, blah, 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 blah. Cool. They're going to go. They're going to jump in. They're going to be disappointed. And then those people are going to go leave negative reviews, right? Because it's not what they wanted. It's not Battlefield. It's a little bit, you know, there's a little bit more friction. They're going to get that. Then you're going to get 30% of people that just have higher expectations for the game, right? Then you're going to get the 50% of people that, you know, have been following, you know, the whole time, whatever. I'm nervous that it's getting too big for its own britches. Fry being hyped is a killer of games. There is a trend. There is a trend. It is a meme, but I got to say, the meme is accurate, bro. When I get excited for the potential and the concepts of something, it always fails. Without fail, it always fucking fails. Don't forget my negative review for them not letting me in the playtest. Muda, you should be getting into the playtest, bro. They're giving out massive waves of invites on their fucking Twitter and their Discord, on Steam. Like, if you're not in the playtest, it's insane that you're not. You have to be actively avoiding getting involved to get into the playtest at this point. You know? Didn't they say they only need like 3K people to keep the game alive? Sure, they can say that. That we don't know. We don't know. Let's see. What are some things you're excited about WARDOGS? Oh, about everything about WARDOGS on paper is awesome. When we've played it, again, small doses. We've jumped into a play test. I think I played on, was it been 3 separate occasions now? It's been fucking awesome. Gunplay is a little bit longer than I think most people are expecting. It's not Apex Legends, but it's still good. You can actually get into firefights. I love the economy. The pacing of the game is sick. You can get into some crazy situations. There's one thing the way I play the game, inside the zone, there's a small little circle that rolls around. And if you're within the circle, you count as double points for your team. And you earn double currency. So, but the circle bounces around the map. It just moves around all the time. It's a constant moving objective. So I really like playing in this spot because you're always moving. You might be chasing it. You might be going through a building and you have to like zigzag through to always be in the circle. I love that. That's super fun. So I really like that too. Which do you want to succeed more, WARDOGS or Hunger? That's a weird question. That's a loaded question. I like them both. Hunger's cool. I think a game that's more in my wheelhouse is definitely WARDOGS, just because it's that constant action, the dopamine, the fucking the progression. But Hunger's really cool too. WARDOG's biggest hurdle will be content. They better have 2 more maps in the pipeline right now and a lot more guns. I can agree with that. Yeah, I can agree with that. I think, Bob, the biggest hurdle that they have are going to be people's expectations. Yep. I agree with that. Did you play Operator? I did. I played Operator before it launched. I thought it was a cool little indie project, and then he launched it for $20, and I thought, oh, okay. Shit. I didn't know that was launching this quick. I went back and played Operator very recently. It's cool. Got better. Operator is a game I think I would never play alone. You got to have the boys on there, you know? Not meaning to pit them against each other. Your videos for both were hyped. I'm just curious. If one had to go World War III, which would it be? Oh, you never want to fucking cheer on somebody's downfall like that. I think selfishly, I would say, okay, Hunger has to fail because obviously, WARDOGS is still in my wheelhouse a lot more than Hunger is. But I'm not gonna put that out there. We're not putting that energy out there. That's a weird question. Did you see the Wildlands news for tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I thought it was revoked because I didn't play the test for a month. No, they revoked everybody's keys for WARDOGS, and then you have to go to the first look page, and you have to get your new key. It's like a new build, new branch, new everything. So He's drank too much. He has to actually concentrate on thinking before he replies to things. No, I have to think about NDAs and embargoes and what I can and can't talk about. You know? I don't like it. Ready or Not is fun, but they removed the replayability with the different game modes for every map. It killed it for me after I did all the missions, not gonna lie. Mission editor is gonna be cool. Yeah. When is the mission editor dropping for Ready or Not? It is leaked news, so he couldn't respond. I gotta be careful about it, man. Gotta be careful about those things. Does Big Fry indulge in the dopamine to depression cycle of Tarkov? I can't stand Tarkov. Was not trying to bait you. No, it's all good. It's all good. No, I don't fuck with Tarkov. I like Tarkov in the early days, when it was all fresh and new for everybody. But the moment that I have to fucking open up a web page to see where, you know, to get maps and see where the missions are done, and it's so archaic to me. That's why I always go for like an arena breakout or a Delta Force. You can open the map. You can actually see where your missions are. I like the quality of life stuff. Tarkov to me is just so old school and archaic. But I mean, look, it does have its cult following. I respect it. From everything I'm seeing about Cord Breach, that's cool. That's the new season. That's pretty dope. But yeah, it's not for everyone. Yeah, exactly. What is better to play, Tarkov or the Forever Winner? Tarkov every day. The Forever Winner is one of the worst fucking games that I've ever played. I genuinely do not understand how anybody can have fun playing the Forever Winter. I'm not hating on you. I just do not get it. Green, blue, red, fry, blue, baby. Lone Star. Yeah, I don't get the Forever Winner. Like it's literally an art book with a terrible player controller, terrible stealth mechanics, terrible AI. Like there's not. I don't get it. I put 40 hours into Stall Zone this week, so I can't talk. Stall Zone's cool. Lone Star, brother. Lone Star, baby. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it there. I don't really feel like playing games today. I think I'm going to call it there. That was a nice little catch up. Nice little chat. There's really not much else to say. I don't know when the test is happening on Friday for WARDOGS. But what I will say is if the afternoon is free, I'm probably going to be streaming just on Twitch. We're going to do American Truck Sim. 1 p.m. Eastern. Is that confirmed? Yes. Wait a minute. When did they confirm that? Wait a minute. August 7th. Wait. It's in the Discord under alpha announcements? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. I tell you guys what. Let's do this. There's a post. Okay, dope. Okay, so 1 p.m. Eastern. So I'm not streaming Friday. I'm playing WARDOGS all day. But here's what I am going to do. We're going to stream tomorrow just on Twitch because I want to play American Truck Sim. I want to listen to some good old tunes that would get me completely shut down on YouTube. All right? So if you guys want to come through, chill with me tomorrow, I might, maybe, not going to promise anything. Not going to stream WARDOGS, or not an option. It's under NDA. But let me tell you, if you guys haven't gone into the WARDOGS test, you might want to come to Twitch tomorrow. I'm not promising anything, but there might be some invite giveaways or something. Maybe tomorrow. Huh? Shh, keep it quiet. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate y'all. War Dogs this weekend. I'm going to be recording as much as I can, and then whenever they lift the embargo, you guys are getting videos galore. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day, motherfuckers. We're halfway through the week. Bye-bye.